So it's October 28th, 2025, and I thought I would do a garden tour. And I'm going to start in the front here where my knockout roses are because they are so gorgeous. And these things bloom all year long. I just fed everything with some rose fertilizer. And in this one in the front, usually I have one or two red roses in the knockout pink roses, but this year I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like a couple more coming, and it's probably 6 feet high. And I keep cutting it back, and it just keeps growing. And then this is a blue hydrangea, and these older ones turned it like a mauve colored, and they're just gorgeous. I love hydrangeas. So I took like sticks of this, or probably sticks of this one. This is another knockout rose, and put over here. So this hydrangea right here is going to be blue. This one is like, I think it's called Strawberry Sundae. It starts out green, I want to say, and then turns to white and pink. But I haven't really seen it because it was so hot this year, and that's like the first, it's not even a year old, I don't think. So anyway, this is my amber carpet rose, and you can see this gets a lovely rose hip to it. Wow. And this keeps blooming quite a bit, although it's certainly done now. I don't see any fresh blooms, but these were where they were. And anyway, so this is what I had just posted on my reel. This is the Princess Charlene de Monaco rose. It's just fabulous. I can't even speak about this enough. It's gorgeous. I need to weed around the base of it, put more mulch down. This rose was in a hedge over here. The previous owner told me he tried growing roses, and I don't think he realized he did have this still growing. In April, this turns, or May actually, one year it was April, and then most of the other years, of the 23 years I've been here, it's been May. And this whole thing will bloom for the month of April or May, and that's it. Except for last year, I think it was, I had in October one little cluster of like 5 roses. This is the memorial rose. I got this up in Pennsylvania at Ken's, and it's looking really good. And I just fertilized and hadn't done it for a couple of months, so the green is gorgeous. We haven't had a lot of rain. This is a cherry tree from a pit of a cherry tree that used to be right here. These are the last of my tomatoes, and you can see we had a cold morning. I'm going to have to start pulling these out. I have carrots all down there. So today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, I'll pick the rest of the tomatoes off, let those in the house, and then make some more of the sauce I have. This was a Greek pepper, which was fabulous. These are carrots, and this is an artichoke. Not an artichoke. Artichoke. And then if you pull this fuzz out, if I can do this, well, down in there at the base of the fuzz is actually where the seeds are. So once all this fuzz comes out, then you'll see seeds for the artichoke. There was only 2 artichokes, and I let them go to seed because they're a gorgeous flower as well. But lots of carrots for the winter. My irises that are purple and yellow and peachy color. My oregano, some garlic I moved around. Foxglove, and I really want to maybe get rid of that. I keep reading how poisonous it is, and to have it in my food garden here, even though it's separate in its own little pot, worries me. My cousin gave me these snapdragons, and they're really doing great. And they'll overwinter. This sidewalk always keeps everything along here warm. And the snow, when we get it, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, zone 7B, 8A. The snow never stays on the sidewalk. So hopefully the snapdragons will be okay. Now this is my test of the Dubervilles. Very prickly. And let's see if I can, I knew this is gonna fall apart, but it doesn't have a lot of scent to it, but it's gorgeous. And then this one is not the Aldwych, and I can never remember what this is called. I really need to mark on here because this is a white rose with a little bit of pink on it, but I basically wanted red and white on this atrium. I need to cut all this stuff off my grapes. I did not get one grape. This is a white seedless Concord, and we had the spotted lantern bugs that were so bad. I never got a grape. They all just dried up and fell to the ground in a little dried cluster. Anyway, I love my green emerald arborvitaes. We have this viney stuff. God, how I hate it. Oh, it just is everywhere. I've got tomatoes in here, and I might let them stay and see what they do, because it's so protected maybe. And waiting for the plant to die, and then I'll pull it out. There's some jalapenos, and these are some Greek peppers. I have some red beets coming up in here. In here, over there. I threw out that. So we'll see how that does. My mulberries, I've kept this trimmed, and it's full of mulberries right now, but they'll turn like a black, and they're delicious. There's one there. Then I need to put something in here, I'm not sure what. The strawberries look like that cold spell. It didn't freeze, but it was close. Looks like it zapped those. These are mignonette, and they're really delicious. They taste like cotton candy, but they are long strawberry. They're not like a regular size strawberry. These are my blueberries, and they'll turn red, which they're gorgeous. Some oregano, some sage, more oregano. This is a bay leaf that you would use in cooking. My string beans I need to pull down, although I do see some string beans still coming out. And then today, what I was hoping to do, but maybe tomorrow, all my asparagus is going to seed, but I really wanted to try and pull these tomato plants out of here, because this is just a whole bed for asparagus. It is like the first thing that comes up in my garden in April, and I love it. I had some garlic growing in here, and I separated them out. They were in a cluster. It's actually some that I had put in here, and it grew, and then it died back, and I pulled it out, and it was starting to grow a cluster of garlic. So now I'll have maybe 4 or 5 garlic. This is comfrey, and then what was here, and I need to dig it up, is horseradish, and horseradish was here, but I need to pull the tomatoes out of my asparagus bed. My banana trees don't grow bananas, but they're very tropical and nice looking. I think it feels a little spongy. Cherry tree, I was thinking died, it didn't. This is a blackberry bush. I don't know. This pear tree did not have one pear. It looks like the big tree that's behind it. But I think I'm going to dig this up and throw it away, because I didn't get a pear, and what I did get looks just like what's on the tree behind it. And it's not a fruit tree, so I don't want it. So this is going to come out of there. Maybe this year. I don't know. We'll see. This is a rose bush. And again, I just fertilized them. Boy, the stickers. And you don't have gloves on. My sister gave me this little miniature orange rose. That's a blueberry. I had lots of blackberries back here. I need to clean this up. It's always something to do. Sadly, my pecans were donated to the squirrels because they got out here and got them before I did. Next year, I will beat them. It was like the last week in September. I was going to harvest them the next day, and the darn squirrels had every one of them gone. It was very sad, but I'm happy for them. They did leave me pumpkins, and I have like 4 pumpkins because I had pumpkins growing in the grass. So I guess we traded. These are tomatoes that need to come out soon. Some 4 o'clocks back there and some iris. Or actually, that's not iris right here. That's daylilies, I think orange. This is the Aldwych rose, David Austin. Then I have a hydrangea that's right there. I literally pulled a piece, and that's how I started some other hydrangeas, just by taking the base of them with some roots to it. And hopefully I'll have a blue hydrangea here, a pinkish rose, a red rose, a blue hydrangea, and white bolero rose with bulbs in here. So I need to weed, but don't we always need to weed? Anyway, these are gorgeous. This bolero is just, it's so lemony smelling, it's gorgeous. And again, tomorrow and Thursday, we're supposed to have rain. So hopefully all that fertilizer will get washed down to the roots. A nice geranium here that's been blooming. A chocolate mint, which is wonderful. Some spearmint, which I love, with some little violets. And this is raspberries. And boy, did those spotted lantern bugs love that. Oh gosh, they were so awful. So anyway, I may take my trash can and pull those tomatoes out, or I may just sit here and think about it. That's possible. Oregano's right there. And pretty much, and the apple tree is losing its leaves, and the fig tree is done for the season. But well, there went a bird. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers, and peace.